Good day, government students. Matt Lees here. I wanted to touch base with you this week as we have a very important assignment. Actually, as a matter of fact, the most important assignment that we'll have all semester long, the Founding Brothers paper. I want to give you some guidelines. First and foremost, make sure you actually read the damn book. I know that sounds like a strange thing to say, but in my experience, I need to say it. You might be saying, Mr. Lees, I've not read a book since I got one of these things, since like the Harry Potter days, and then all of a sudden I just stopped reading. As I mentioned many moons ago in the introduction, you can get a physical copy of Founding Brothers. There's also another option for you. I actually recommend you exercise both options, but the second option is a YouTube video. If you go into YouTube and just search Founding Brothers, Joseph J. Ellis, full text, it's all there for you. So that's a recommendation I would have. You can listen to it. I'd recommend getting the physical book, also putting your earbuds in, and that way you're getting it from both directions. The research on that, the literature on that is quite clear that by both seeing it and hearing it, increases the ability for you to absorb that information. So first and foremost, read the book. Secondly, as you do so, have the assignment description, which is located in your syllabus, in front of you. I've got those questions I want you to address. And keep in mind that that this has to be your original work. One problem that we've had with some of the discussions and some of the assignments is using artificial intelligence, using AI. You can put my prompt into AI, it will churn out a paper. There's only one problem with that is I use Turnitin.com, and it has a terrific state-of-the-art AI detector that they're constantly updating to keep up with technology. So if that happens, and some of you have already been hit with this, I've got options for plagiarism, up to reporting the incident to the vice president, also including withdrawal from the class, and minimally you're going to get a 0 on the assignment, and this is worth a significant part of your grade. It's worth over 15% of your grade, so that works out to a letter grade and a half. So long story short, don't do it. Don't go online and just cut and paste from book summaries, because Turnitin also picks up that as well. So make sure it's your original work. And I also want you to do this in a first-person narrative. That will help you keep it original. Use your own, and it's something in English 121 they teach you in the first day. Don't ever in an academic paper write in first person. It's not what you're supposed to do. We're going to violate that rule right here, right now. I wanted a first-person narrative because, number one, it's going to keep you engaged with the text, because this is an analytical paper. This is not a book review. You're not just going to summarize the book. You're going to tell me your thoughts. Each one of those questions that I placed on the assignment description is designed to get your take on the book. Did you learn anything from the book that you weren't previously exposed to? How does the handling of the founders by Ellis, how does that compare with how your textbook presented them, or how maybe some of your high school history teachers have presented them, or any other experience that you've had with them? Did you learn anything? Do you think that Ellis was fair in his presentation of the founders? So that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for your take. I still want evidence. And the first thing I'm looking for is evidence that you actually read the book. So you're going to summarize, answer the question based on the textbook, summarize it in your own words, but then you're going to give me that original analysis piece. So that's what I'm looking for. In terms of length, I have 5 pages on there. That's not a maximum. That's more or less a minimum. So in order to fully answer this question, it's going to take about 5 pages. I already had one student reach out to me and say, Mr. Lees, I'm only halfway through those questions, and gosh, I've already hit like 7 or 8 pages. There's no maximum, so you will not be punished if that happens. I think the longest one I've ever gotten is 21 pages. A student she was a huge Hamilton fan, And because of her knowledge of the play and her passion that she had for all things Founders, all things Alexander Hamilton, she wrote a very long paper. I did not penalize her for that. By the way, I'm not recommending you do that. But if you do go over the 5 pages, let not your heart be troubled. If you're not at least hitting 5, you're probably not fully answering these questions. So, in essence, that's kind of what I wanted to say about this. This is really important for your grade. Take it seriously. Don't use AI. Don't try to plagiarize. If you had a student who's had me in previous semesters, maybe a brother or sister, and you contact them and say, hey, brother, can I have that paper that you turned into Lee's 2 years ago? One cool part about Turnitin is every paper that I get, it catalogs them into a repository, and any new paper is basically run against that repository. So in other words, if you try to turn in an assignment or a paper that's already been submitted, it's going to flag it immediately. It's going to show the student's name and your name. So long story short, don't do that. Put effort into this. If you put a lot of effort into this, you will be rewarded. You may notice that when you exceed my expectations, you can actually get bonus points. That's absolutely the case with this. And most importantly, you have to do this. Get something out of it. These are the old dead guys that kind of built this country. And we take this thing called America for granted. We assume it's just supposed to be this way because somehow we were blessed materially with this, robust country. Folks, I can tell you, when it comes to natural resources, we are not even in the top 8 globally of per capita in terms of natural resources. There's other countries that are far richer than we are in terms of natural resources. What has made us so incredibly rich? A lot of these ideas by the people that built this country. So you have to do it. Get something out of it. Show me something. Show me some original thought. Put some effort into this. If you do that, you will be rewarded. So as always, any questions you have, don't hesitate to reach out to me. If there's a question you can't really seem to answer, you can't seem to find the answer to it, reach out to me. I can kind of point you in the right direction. But most importantly, take this very seriously. This is the last major assignment before the final exam. And as I always say, I look forward to seeing you folks next time as we head towards the finish. Take care.